Well, the Reserve Bank is set to announce its July cash rate decision in the next 30 seconds or so. Let's bring in our business reporter, Ed Boyd. Ed, we know the RBA is expected to cut rates. It'd be the third time this year if they go ahead with it.
Look, they're widely expected to cut interest rates this afternoon. It would be the third time this year, and it would be the first back-to-back interest rate cuts since the pandemic. So remember, the RBA's already cut rates twice. They've reduced the cash rate by 50 basis points already this year. They're expected to go again by another 25 in the next couple of seconds. We've got it coming through now. Rates are at 3.85%. Which is a big surprise. So the Reserve Bank has surprised everyone. They've kept interest rates on hold at 3.85%. The market was definitely not expecting this, but clearly, if I have a look at the statement that the RBA Monetary Policy Board have put out in the last 10 seconds or so, I'm sure they're going to talk about the uncertainty around the global economy and around tariffs. We know that President Trump's tariffs were first introduced in April. They caused the stock market to plunge, and the RBA during the month of April sat on its hands and did not lower the cash rate in April when many economists thought they would. And they did talk about, here it is, you can see cash rate at 3.85% is a hold. So this is quite a big surprise. I'll just bring up the RBA's page on here on the website. Here it is, the statement by the Monetary Policy Board on the 8th of July. Inflation is continuing to moderate, but the economic outlook remains uncertain. Uncertainty in the world economy is elevated. While the final scope of US tariffs and policy responses in other countries remains unknown, financial market prices have rebounded with an expectation that the most extreme outcomes are likely to be avoided. But the bank also says maintaining price stability and full employment is the priority. The board is going to be attentive to the data and the evolving assessment of risks to guide its decisions. In doing so, it's going to pay close attention to developments in the global economy and financial markets. Now, here's the critical part at the bottom of the statement here, Ash. Today, the board has decided to publish an unattributed record of votes in the post-meeting statement. It says today's policy decision was made by a majority. 6 members of the board were in favour of keeping interest rates on hold. 3 of them were actually against keeping rates on hold. In other words, it seems like 3 members of the board thought the Reserve Bank should cut interest rates today. So that's a new thing that the RBA is starting to do if there's a split in the decision on the Monetary Policy Board. So we've got rates on hold at 3.85%, really totally against what the market was expecting here, Ash, today. So it's been a bit of a surprise decision from the Reserve Bank of Australia.